All right, here we go. Happy Friday. Christmas was here. It's not past. It's still the season. and Santa's still delivering presents all around the world. So very grateful to have an amazing day yesterday. So with that, maybe you saw, kind of crazy, got robbed. Masked robber, Home Alone style, on me. Can't have that, so shared it on my social media. Won't go off too much on a tangent there. However, just, unfortunate circumstances. Having someone approach me, in my home on Christmas. I tell you what, if you don't have a security system set up, you're missing out. I was thankful to have everything already in my house. But with that being said, how did you guys do on Christmas? All right, got a lot of good boys and girls out there. Forgive me if I have any noise come on for my directions. As you might have guessed, I am driving home from the gym. Had a great workout there using all those cookies to get after it today. Challenge is going strong with the pull-ups. Thanks for asking. So I put it out there this week. Little something, just over the next 12 weeks. Going to do 500 pull-ups. Just because. Never really tracked before. Probably don't do that many normally. So throwing out a little goal like that. A big goal for a lot of people is going to be getting 4, 5, 6, 8,000, 10,000 plus steps for the new year, per day. Have at it. All right, welcome to the club. Let's go. Let's have some goals. Let's share what your goals are going to be. Journaling, writing, reading, the list goes on and on. So, like I said, I'm probably going to jump into a 75 hard challenge twice next year, so I'll be strategic about when that is. Maybe I'll let you guys know. If you're interested, we can hold each other accountable. All right, you hold me accountable, and I'll try not to run you away. Okay, because you bet your bottom dollar we'll be staying locked in if you're with me. But that's the rhino mentality, doing some hard things and enjoying them. So continue to push yourself to be better. I know the biggest thing this year for me that I'm very blessed to experience was, my faith. And I've been waiting to talk about it. And at the end of the day, that's really all that it needs to be, is a consistent conversation, just like anything. But this is the biggest. All right. I'm not going to get into your beliefs, what you should believe. This is what I believe, what I've experienced. And like I said, I'm blessed. So taking time every day to read about it, to pray about it, to experience it, to talk to others. Just had an awesome conversation in the sauna. Just striked up out of nowhere. Some people wear merchandise, some don't. And, we just had a conversation. I won't go into too much personal business that, we discussed. It was a private conversation, two guys hanging out in a sweaty sauna. Nothing strange about that. But I will say, in our underwear, let's just say what it is. But I will say, when you can, after meditating and breathing and getting in there 15 plus 20 minutes plus, I think I went 30 something minutes tonight. It was pretty hot. Got a lot of sweat going. Got to stay hydrated. But you have time to chat a little bit, what people are going through. And you guessed it, divorce, was a topic that I will discuss. And that was something that was recently going on in his life. And what that's brought now going forward. And a lot of optimism. Didn't have kids, so, roughly the same age as me. Hey, listen, sky's the limit, my friend. That was pretty cool. So, might catch up, might get a workout in together in the future. You never know. But, just wishing people the best, not knowing what they're going through. And the fact that he was a person of faith, we got into that and what that felt like for him. that just brought a lot of joy to me, knowing that, hey, I'm not the only one connected. I'm kind, I am peace, I am love, I am joy, I'm free. And when you have faith, it's nice to know that, hey, others are there too. So I think it's a heavy topic, but the beliefs are real in my eyes. So it's beautiful to see it coming across all different platforms. And it's okay if you don't see it yet, because I didn't see it for 18 plus years. So don't beat yourself down. Don't put others down because they do see it. Let's all just try to have a kinder perspective and understanding what's happening right now. 2025, right? December 26th. Just celebrated a big birthday yesterday, right? Not mine. Mine's coming up. But, there's a lot there to lean on and lean into. And the thing is, when you do that, you'll get an answer, right? But don't just shy away from it, because trust me, I did for a long time, and then it was like, okay, here's your way, here's what happened to you. And man, do I got some stories about what's happened to me in the last 2 years. However, these conversations only go 10 minutes, so sadly, I'm not going to get into all that. But, I wanted to make sure I showed up today and to talk about that message. The message was going to be about this experience this year. I thought about maybe doing it yesterday, but I really just gave time yesterday to him and his glory. Lot of perspective and just honor to the blessings that have been gifted to me. It's the best Christmas gift yet, and it's been every day, since August 23rd, that I've got a new outlook on some things, and I try to share that with those close. Never went out and publicly talked about it, because it's like, but that's just fear, right? That's fear of someone's opinion. Like, if you know me, if you've met me, you know what this guy's capable of. So we don't need to, shy away from it. I'm not some saint. That's just the goodness of good. All right, I went down a path that led me to where I had to wake up and really get my life together in the best way possible. So, yeah, I've done some really fun things, but also who knows, what may have happened or could have happened if I didn't have the distractions in my life, because I was satisfied with the relationship I had with God and myself. So it's been an awesome experience. These last 4 months, I'm going to really focus on, talking to others that are interested about it, interested about where I've been. I don't think it's just something you want to put out there for everybody, because there's just so many little things. Maybe I will one day, but it'll be a longer format. And like I said, I do like the idea of going live. I think that, having some conversations would be a little bit more enjoyable than just me spewing out some word vomit to this video. However, this is how I do it now. It's 2025, rocking my glasses. And let's not forget, I didn't take a picture the other day and I had to change the header. So it's funny watching how sometimes things like that can change the algorithm. So yes, if you want to talk about it, if you want to ask about it, feel free. Check my DMs, leave a comment to this video, subscribe to the channel, share this message. You could clip it. I'm going to share a short too, but I think it's important to talk about it, that someone might need it. They're not alone on these holidays. They might feel alone. You might be physically alone by yourself. You're not, but maybe you don't know what that looks like, and I sure as heck didn't know for a while. So I'm no expert, but I'm here to help. So hit me up. Until then, peace.